Greenblood, my contacts have spoken. I was able to discover the location of this infamous Phantom training camp.
Do you still think they should be held accountable?
More than ever. You know that I recruited Rayner. I want to know what kind of hornet's nest I led him into. I want to know what these mad... But I fear if I go alone, I might not be able to control myself. I need the help of my best student.
How can I... It's blocked.
Make you dance, land dwellers!
can't do that.
I was informed of your arrival by my sentinels, but I didn't think it would be you, Kurt.
Rolf, you're the leader of this camp.
You two know each other.
We train together. We haven't seen each other in a long time. A very long time.
The world of warriors is very small, Kurt. What brings you here, my old comrade? And who are these people with you? They're not one of us?
My name is Desade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I'm Siora, Donegad, of the Gaiusrad.
These people sure are important. So, what are you doing here?
I've heard things about this place. About this very special camp.
And we wanted to see what it was all about with our own eyes.
That's very nice of you, but visitors aren't welcome in this camp. What goes on here is only the guards' business.
Does the same apply to me?
Listen, Kurt. I can give you and your friends some answers, but only because it's you. Anyway, knowing you as well as I do, I'm aware I'm not going to get rid of you that easily. So, what would you like to know?
What is it you do here? And why?
The natives have their magic, and we have to train elites to be able to face them. That's what we're doing here. Our role is sensitive, and our location obviously cannot be revealed to the whole island.
Does this man not realize that I'm a Donegad?
I noticed you're a native, but you're a friend of Kurt's. so I trust you will be discreet.
I see the reason for this kind of training. The Bridge Alliance would be particularly interested in soldiers like these. And yet I've never heard of this elite squadron.
We're still in the early stages of the program. We don't want to rush things. And our leaders demand secrecy. Orders are orders.
This is a huge...
The front and rear of the camp are dedicated to combat, but most exercises take...
Impressive. And
Only the best come here. So once they arrive, they're separated into 2 squadrons, each led and trained by a lieutenant. But you already know all of this, Kurt.
Yes.
will you tell us about your trip?
That's a sensitive topic. The natives' knowledge of the environment gives them as much... But if you want to know more, you should ask my lieutenant.
Actually...
A kid I recruit.
Oh. I didn't know he was one of yours. My condolences. I was told he died in an accident.
Don't insult my intelligence, Rolf.
All right. Since you're here, I guess there's no point in lying to you anymore. The accident occurred during a maneuver. It's regrettable that these things happen, you know?
We've taken up enough of your time, Captain.
I agree, and I have things to do.
I'd like to question your lieutenant instructors, if you don't mind. To ask them about...
You've become a real sap. Fine. But try not to disrupt the dish.
I'm sorry. I couldn't contain my anger.
I noticed. Good thing you know this captain so well. I don't think he would have let us investigate otherwise.
I'm not sure it's a good thing, really.
You don't seem to like this man.
Rolf doesn't bring back good memories. But let's continue. I want to know what's going on here. Lieutenant,
Respectfully.
here is my...
At your orders.
How did the
At
that?
these,
What kind of
I
trick?
can't go into detail.
You
But we
How did
and yes.
Kurt, you see,
Your cousin is a governor of New Serene, I've heard. I don't doubt my abilities, but an offer like this, made so suddenly, must
we
have...
can't hide anything from you.
We're trying to find out what happened to Raina,
That name doesn't sound familiar.
the other lieutenant's squad.
Yes. I'm sorry. Haven't been much use to you. Did something happen?
He died. His body.
I guess it was one of your recruits.
We'll question some of your soldiers.
At your orders. But
Soldier,
Captain!
at ease.
We'd like to learn.
Is this well?
You're very unique.
Yeah, and we're lucky to have the left...
We should leave.
Your name's?
Wilhelm.
This recruit, Wilhelm, in spite of himself, led on more than the others.
His resentment is clear. But he won't divulge anything as long as his instructors are nearby.
Hello,
We-
Captain.
What's it do?
Well, yes.
How would you...
No, Captain.
We've learned that...
He seems afraid.
No. It's not.
Very well.
Excellence.
These kids are scared to death.
Yes. This boy's answers about his training seem pretty dubious to me.
You can't hide the lies. Lieutenant,
Captain!
my friend here would like to learn more about...
At your orders, Captain.
Can you...
The radix.
What? I'm very...
That?
I heard...
The training we do outside can be dangerous. Unfortunately, Rainer fell to his death in a ravine.
He fell.
During a simulated ambush. I know, it's not glorious, but it happens. I'd like to get back to work now, if you'll allow it, Captain.
Go on. We're gonna go talk to some of your recruits.
I hope that it won't take too long.
We'll be quick.
The story about training against magic is a lie. This lieutenant has no idea what he's talking about.
So what could they be training recruits for here, then?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I don't like it. Soldier, at ease.
Me.
You look
Based
rather...
on our squad. Absolutely.
Since...
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know what you're trying to get me to say, Captain. Rainer left the squadron because he was sent on a mission. There's nothing more.
Sorry, mate, but that's not what...
I don't know.
Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Lieutenants, report.
Captain?
Could you give us a few minutes and take us around the site? I've never been here before, and I'm curious...
I'm not sure if we can, Captain.
We are on duty, Captain.
Right, Lieutenant. Let's go.
I...
Hey, you-
No, thank you. I'd rather stay here.
As you like.
Wilhelm,
Why?
we've even more reason.
Only that's what we're told every day.
Tell me about the train.
It's more we constantly beat. They even push us to police, so we don't dare talk. Whatever the orders, we put our heads down, grit our teeth, and... Oh,
And they call us barbarians.
I heard them tell you about the specialist training against the natives in hostile... What they...
As for Rainer,
Yes. One day he just couldn't stand it any longer. He disobeyed orders, he fought back, and people got hurt. That's why they summoned him for night training.
what does that entail?
It doesn't have much to do with real training. They call us up for it at the last minute. The weakest serve as punching bags for the others, who are encouraged to beat them. If we refuse, we too become the targets. So we join in and strike. If you're looking to punish Rainer's murderer, you can start with me. We all have his blood on our hands.
Thank you for telling us all of this. You should get back to your comrades.
I hope you can do something. Have this camp closed. Otherwise, I'll soon be as dead as Rainer.
We understand the risk you've taken. We won't let you down.
Thank you. Really. That was truly fascinating.
Captain?
I've seen everything I needed to see.
Yes, Captain.
Shall we go? Greenblood, my friend. Do you need something?
You seemed really...
He brought some memories back. After all,
Don't be foolish. It's just that you seemed so hurt.
That's kind. I'm sorry I made that stupid comment. I should have known that you were far too subtle to feel. Anything else?
I must leave you. Kurt, Wilhelm has spoken.
What did he tell you?
He said the recruits go through hell. They are humiliated. Rainer wouldn't stand for
Are
these...
you sure he used that?
Yes.
And the others beat them.
You know about this kind of training.
Yeah. I thought it was a thing of the past. What a monster. How dare he?
I'm so sorry. I'm lost for words. Tell me, did you learn anything new?
I scouted out the site. There's two parts of the barracks we should look at more closely. Rolf's quarters and the basement, which they refused to open for me.
You're full of anger, Sengots. Take a...
Let's wait for night. We'll sneak into the camp unseen, search the barracks, the private quarters...
We might also try to find out where there's night train.
Yes.
Strange. There's no one left in this part of the camp.
Maybe they're in the combat pit behind the barracks. I saw it when I visited the camp. Or they've already left for their night training. Let's find Rolf's office. He surely has the key to the basement.
This room. What could have happened in here?
I know this smell only too well. Fear, blood, death.
These people have turned this place into a site of suffering. It will take years of work to erase its traces.
This document explains a lot. They torture the soldiers to break them. Rayner shows up on this list more than once.
Those who resist too much are lynched during night training. Rolf?
Kurt. Wilhelm's name was added to tonight's training.
That's the young man who helped us.
We can't let them kill
The
him.
risk is that Rolf will ambush us.
If this boy dies because...
This letter is disturbing, Kurt. It confirms that several deaths have been disguised in order to keep this, but it says that the recruits trained here have been assigned to governors from different... And yet I'm sure that Constantine knows nothing about these elite units. The conclusion of the letter also confirms that the commander is pleased with what's been going on.
So Torsten knew.
So it seems.
He's gone too far. He dishonors us all. Sieglinder was right. I refuse to let these recruits pay for the bastards who manipulate them. Let's avoid spilling blood in vain.
You surprised me once again, Kurt. You are full of compassion for these youngsters.
They're just kids. There has to be a way to reason with them.
We'll do what we can, Kurt. I can't promise anything more. It's blocked. Despite what Wilhelm told me, I wasn't expecting this.
Come on,
He's getting destroyed.
They'll kill him. We can't let them get away with it.
Let's see what you're capable of.
Stop! We won't let you kill this boy like you killed Rayner.
Soldiers! Do you realize what you do? Captain? But...
You shouldn't be here. This time, you won't get away with it. To arms!
When my mom... What? Oh. Will you be all right?
I'm wounded, but I'll survive. Thanks to you. I'm eternally grateful.
You'd better stay here until we've taken care of the camp's captain.
I'll try to dress my wound in the meantime.
Well then. Let's... Let's hope that Rolf didn't hear the sounds of combat. Surprise is our best ally.
You're right. Let's try to approach discreetly. It's blocked.
Nobody saw us. All we have to do is ambush them in the pit. Rolf, you bastard! How could you be part of this disgrace?
You know that this is how the best soldiers are made. Soldiers, grab your weapons! Death to the traitors!
Stop! Soldiers, are you really going to obey these scoundrels? Do I need to remind you of the Guard's motto? Where is your honor?
I won't repeat myself, recruits. Execute these traitors!
Soldiers, listen to your captain. You are the victims of these monsters, and we are here to save you. We're doing our best to avoid a fight, to spare your lives.
Well, what do you want us to do? We have orders, and we know what will happen to us if we don't obey.
Enough! To arms! Attack!
It was nearly Wilhelm's turn tonight. It could have been any of you.
Lies! Only the weak fall. So we must prove that we aren't among them.
Nonsense. I've seen more combat than any of you, and I've seen hundreds of soldiers die. Weak or not. I've seen this kind of camp before, full of torture and sadistic officers. I thought it was a thing of the past, but I was wrong. So help me make sure this camp really is the last of them.
You're right, Captain. If we don't put down our weapons, this will never end.
Congratulations, Lieutenant. You've trained cowards.
Their training wasn't finished, Captain, and the speeches were so convincing.
Silence! Where is this second squadron? Should have been here a long time ago.
They're not coming, Rolf.
The victims of your absurd manipulation died in vain.
Now that you no longer have lackeys to send after us, Rolf, you'll have to get your own hands dirty.
I've dreamt of shutting that big mouth of yours up for so long.
Will you be all right, Kurt?
Yes. Yes. I'll be fine.
What about you, Vil?
Thank you for saving my life.
I hope you can forget all about it. In the meantime, you stay here to take care of... I'll make sure you receive your transfer...
I'll do my best, Captain.
Glad it's you.
You'll stay here for now. I'll send men I trust to come get you soon.
What do you want us to do?
I'll need backup if I really want to put an end to all of this. We must go see Major Sieglinder in...
Are you sure she wasn't...
Her? She already held the commander at a distance because she didn't like the direction the guard was headed. He would have sacked her, or worse, if she didn't have so much support within the guard. I should have listened.
There's no use brooding over the past. Let's go. We'll go see her immediately.
Sieglinder, I need to talk to you.
What's the matter, Kurt?
We've just returned from a training camp, a secret camp, where elite soldiers are trained through terror, humiliation, and torture.
Don't tell me that.
Yes. One of my recruits died, and he wasn't the only one. It is designed to create a regiment of assassins.
I am sorry, Kurt. I knew something was wrong, but I never would have thought it'd go that far.
We put an end to it all. We had to. But Torsten allowed it, even encouraged it.
I told you that the commander's ambition would end up leading us astray from the ideals of the Guard, and that we would pay the price for it.
Yes. At the time, I told you you were exaggerating. That he had his reasons.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to speak out, Sieglinder. And reveal the commander's project to the
If I were as...
I know. I feel...
You've always been a loyal person, Kurt. And too many loyalties are sometimes hard to rep. But Torsten betrayed us all. I'm counting on you to make him.
Believe me, he won't get away with it.
Goodbye, Kurt.
Greenblood, my friend. Do you need something?
I must leave you.
Hello, Your Ex. What can I do for...
No, thank...
Greetings! So,
To San Mateo.
let's go!
Come closer. Don't hesitate. Or don't hesitate. Goodbye. May the enlightened all...
Green blood, my friend. Do you need some?
Rolf appeared to know...
A little bit of both. And he was always... I suppose we...
Constantine was never easygoing, but we were friends more. I know he could be awful.
You were, and I think you still are, his only friend. The court.
It's true. Constantine took it a bit too literally and decided to climb up the
Yes, I wasn't with you then, but I was. That was the first time you saved his life. And if memory serves, thanks to you, he wasn't even punished. You really are the friend everyone... Anything else?
I must leave you.
Come closer. Don't hesitate.
Good day, Desart.
Your Admiral informed me that you've been having
Problems, huh? We're up to our necks and sinking with... One of those high and mighty long robes dared walk upon my docks with talk of burning me at the stake. Then two of my men up and disappeared. And I do not believe it. I wanted to ask for help from the Mother Cardinal. The games of politics.
Thanks. I've got...
It would appear that the Ordo Luminis has been up to mischief again. Their foolish zealousness has been causing us a lot of problems. If we let them, they burn the entire world and leave it to the enlightened to sort out the good from the bad.
We should talk to some other sailors at the port. If some of their comrades have also disappeared, they may be able to give us some information.
Glad to see you. I will have to go through a test of loyalty. So, shall we go?
With pleasure.
Come closer.
Good day. Do you know anything about them?
Why? As a matter of fact, 3 or 4 days ago, I was at the tavern having a conversation. He was telling me... No.
If one of the sailors disappeared as he came out of the tavern, that's where we should go. Good day.
Yes,
And
Dave.
we cannot question all the Inquisitors roaming around the port. We'd better go towards the tavern. That's where the Naught was last seen before he disappeared. If we find Inquisitors there, they'll certainly know more than the ones we see here. We're approaching the tavern.
If we want to eavesdrop on conversations, we should be discreet.
You again. Why am I not surprised to see you implicated in this story of surveillance?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
A witness told me that you and others of your order seem to be spying on all comings and goings in the port. 2 Naughts were captured not long ago. You had to have seen something.
You are mistaken, my daughter. You've been misinformed.
I'd advise you seriously to change tone and tell us all that you know. You wouldn't want to suffer a humiliating defeat now, would you?
I do not appreciate this attempt at... These Naughts were arrested. We were forced to interrogate them to bring to light their pagan rituals.
It wasn't a sanctioned arrest, was it?
No. The Mother Cardinal is not aware. Not yet. But as soon as we have succeeded in making them talk and they have confessed their heresy, she...
Of course. Where did you take them?
The Coin Guard has lent us their jails and some men. We do not normally like to call upon the services of these brutes, but we have need of their skills and discretion.
These Inquisitors really do not realize the consequences of their actions. We will have to proceed with caution.
What do you want?
Lady de Sardet, emissary of the congregation.
Ah. The congregation still has the I am Bishop...
I believe you have...
We have problems with all matter of heretics, my daughter. And of course the pagan Naughts would be among them. They are very secretive, and have all sorts of strange rituals that they keep to themselves under cloak of mystery. The sorcery they employ to guide their ships is drawn from nature. just like the sorcery used by the natives. And to top it all off, and this is where it stings, we suspect them to be at the origin of the Malachor.
Whatever do you mean? How?
Have you ever once crossed paths with a Nort suffering from the Blood Plague? Why are they spared? The only logical reason is that they are at its origin, calling upon various cursed rituals. It's as simple as day. I am certain that we will find clues of their rituals and their pagan idols in their stockhouses in the port.
What a nest of absurdities.
What other reaction would you expect from those responsible for the curse that afflicts us?
Very well. Let's just agree that these rumors need to be verified.
Anything else?
Your Eminence.
Lady Desod?
I must leave.
Natural.
Ready to... Perfect. You've grown to love their faces. You know their tactics. Excellent. And the public... Perfect. Incredible! Who would ever have believed that our excellence would have risen so
Let's see if you can ward off this.
Ready to excite?
I need to get going.
Huh.
Let's see what you think. Poison on my blade. And let's go!
You will be the best ever going against the guard.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate! Maybe you'll follow in golf and... Maybe you can protect me in this battle! Get poison on my blade! And let's go!
Fantastic! You are now a champion of the arena. I must say that this is the first time I've ever seen such a young team leader win the title. Allow me to give you this. The prize awarded to champions.
Thank you. I need to...
Huh. A bit...
A feast for the eyes, ladies and gentlemen. And it's free. Come and see me as soon as you have made your choice. Halt! You have no authority.
Very well. In that case, I'm going to have to break my way in.
Why must this sort of thing happen when I...
May the enlightened protect me in this battle!
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Thank you. Thank you for getting us out of there.
Those Inquisitors are completely mad. They tortured us. They wanted us to admit to all manner of horrors. Stories of some demonic cult and curses of Malachor. I was of the firm belief that they were going to kill us. But you must make haste. They are planning some sort of wicked...
They spoke of a great pure... I heard them talking about their headquarters near the palace. Maybe you'll... Thank you again for freeing us.
We need to discover what is behind this talk of purification, before they can execute their plan. And we should probably find out more about this secret first. If we don't discover anything reprehensible, we'll have an easier time convincing the Mother Cardinal to
And what can I do for you?
That...
Let's get rid of these.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Let's see.
Good day, Desade.
I met the representative...
That hardly surprises me. That man is full of pride and arrogance. And
That bishop. He suspects you to be through your magic.
I have nothing more to say about it. Those are merely the... More questions?
Thanks. I've got everything. The commander will probably not tell us anything more about the Naught's secrets, but the documents at the Harbour Master's office may teach us something new, if we can stay discreet. This note speaks of a secret hangar. We should investigate, even though it's sure to be well guarded. That way, we'll know exactly what the Nauts are hiding from us.
I can assure you we're not hiding anything reprehensible. But if you absolutely want to check it out for yourself...
I've already seen this type of engine in my uncle's court. It's used to spy upon the stars.
These objects are called sextants. Looking at the heavens through them, we can determine and track precisely the course of our ships.
Nothing magic or impure therein. They are nothing but measuring instruments. These machines are extremely complex. I've never seen anything like this. This one looks like it has a shouting dolphin etched into its side.
I wouldn't begin to know how this one works. It's a new model, invented recently. It's designed to measure the depths of the oceans. It's extremely useful.
And that, it looks like a thermometer. And this other machine, does it really predict the weather?
The second instrument is a barometer, and it does indeed predict where the weather is going to be. Nothing magic in it either, I can tell you that.
These instruments are incredible, and I would be hard-pressed to use them. But I certainly see nothing magic in here. For as long as they work and are really used, these instruments... And I have definitely found nothing related to them.
I don't think you realize the importance of what you have just seen. These instruments allow us to dominate the oceans and discover new worlds. Keeping this secret has enabled us to remain the only ones capable of navigating the high seas.
Everyone just thinks you use a magic of your own.
We were the ones that spread that rumor. It harms our reputation, but protects us from competition.
And this story about...
I have no way to explain why we don't catch it. But we're not responsible for it. I truly hope you'll reveal nothing of what you've just...
Now our priority is to discover what this great purification is.
light can protect me in this battle. A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
We must meet with the Mother Cardinal urgently. Only she can put an end to this madness.
Yes?
I would like to have an audience with the Mother Cardinal to discuss the discoveries made during our investigation.
What is this about, Domitius?
Well, I don't rightly know.
I got wind of a ridiculous scheme planned for the port by the Ordo Luminis, and I wanted to clear it up. I was able to get my hand on documents that effectively detailed an attack, a great purification. They were signed by you, Father, and included a contract where you enlisted the assistance of the Coin Guard to attack every Naut building and imprison every one of their men that could be taken alive.
Domitius, how could you? Whatever did you want to accomplish?
The Nauts are not believers. We should not be dependent on heretics.
Have you gone completely mad, Domitius? We are on an island. How could we not be dependent on the Nauts? I want them arrested. Him and every member of his order. I will decide at a later time their fate. I thank you for bringing this business to my attention. Going after the Nauts. What madness. Without you, this city would now be drowning in chaos. Carry my best wishes to your cousin. His desire to maintain the peace on the island honors his house's reputation.
I will tell him, Your Eminence. Until we meet again.
Yes?
Greetings!
So,
To New Serene.
let's go.
One armour that fits you like a glove.
It's you on Omenawi! Come and see!
Come closer, good people.
Are your boots?
Desarde, what can I do?
I've settled the problem in San Mateus. Several of your men were imprisoned by the Ordo Luminis. The misguided brothers planned to attack the port. I had them arrested. They should no longer be a threat to you. The Order thought you to be heretics because of your tradition of secrecy.
The secrets. They often cut both ways. Therefore, I'm going to reveal to you another. We discovered this island nearly 2 centuries ago. A few decades later, we sold the discovery to your nation of merchants. Then, our closest allies, we transported some lords, men and merchandise. They began to colonize the island. The lords revealed themselves to possess a tyrannical nature and began to exploit the lands with a deadly passion. Their actions provoked a revolt of the natives, but also the very workers and craftsmen they had brought with them. The magic of the natives of Tir Freddy was awoken. Beasts came out of the woods and destroyed the new cities. Only a handful of lords and armed men were able to make it back to our ships. The losses were enormous. The humiliation, devastating. Your princes paid us well to keep their secret. They continued to make the occasional expedition. You are, in fact, a product of one of them.
What are you saying?
You must have had your doubts. You are the child of a native. You were born on one of our ships.
The child of an islander? But I know who my mother is, and...
I understand how difficult this is to hear. And I wouldn't know why your family has kept this from you all this time. In the end, we decided to sell the secret location of the island to other nations. The congregation, in spite of its fears, could not keep away. And here you are again. I am sorry for the shock I have caused you. You asked me for the truth, and now you have it. Anything else? Captain Vasco, I'm glad to see you again. Did you profit from your time on land?
I did, Admiral. That's why I've come to see you.
You want me to entrust you with a loyalty mission?
Indeed.
Very well. A short time ago, we lost one of our ships near the island. The reputation of the Norts suffered from it.
I have heard about it. An incomprehensible sinking which fueled numerous rumors.
We cannot let the land dwellers think we are losing the sea. So I need someone to investigate and restore our reputation.
At your orders, Admiral, and with pleasure.
The shipwreck is stranded on the shore, southwest of the island, not far from Xavier.
Thank you, Admiral.
I'm counting on you, Captain Vasco.
Can't believe it. That for all this time, I've been fed lies. Did Constantine know? I must go see him.
My child, I understand that this revelation is upsetting. I wish I had the right words to comfort you. In any case, You do not have to be ashamed of your ancestry. This island is at the very core of all our fates.
You'll find all you need in our selection.
Cousin, you couldn't pick a better time. I've been taken with jitters like a cat on a midday roof.
What are you waiting for with such anticipation?
I took your advice, you see. I've summoned one of these crows! He has been examining me for nearly an hour. I just barely escaped a purge. But I was given the mandatory bleeding. I so hate their little knives.
And so then, our venerable doctor, what is the verdict? The blood is black. Constantine, is this your blood? Constantine, answer me! Constantine, stay with me! Constantine! There is a chance he is in error. It might be something else.
I'm going to die.
No. No, Constantine.
I will die, like your mother, and the others on the continent. I am dying. I don't want to die. I don't. Not so soon. It's so good. Cousin, I don't...
Constantine, I am here. Pull yourself together. Out. Everyone out. It's an order.
Thank you, cousin.
There now. Are you better?
I don't know. You won't leave me, will you?
I'm going to find a cure, I promise you.
Didn't you promise the same thing to your mother? You know I'll be dead before you find one.
Don't say that. I will succeed. I've already some promising trails to explore.
I don't know, cousin. The tidings are so awfully dire. I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. I doubt the reason for your visit was to console me in my tragedy. Tell me, what brings you here?
It can wait. It's nothing that cannot be dealt with later.
But please, whatever it is, it will take my mind elsewhere.
I was able to get the whole story out of the Admiral in exchange for a service. As our investigation was leading us to imagine, the congregation did once attempt to colonize the island. The Nauts discovered it some 2 centuries ago and brought our people here a few decades later. But the enterprise to colonize the island failed completely. There were a great many bloody battles. Few colonists survived. The princes preferred to hide their defeat and paid the Nauts to keep the secret.
That they hid the fiasco from the world, I get. But that my father said nothing about it to me.
That's not the most shocking part of the story. Believe me.
What do you mean?
The congregation continued to make expeditions to the island with the help of the Nauts. According to the Admiral, my mother was captured from here during one of them. I was born on one of their ships.
What? But... that means you are not...
your fair cousin. No. All the lies that we've been fed since our tender childhood. The fable told I am the spitting image of my dead father, lost during an expedition. I don't know what to think, Constantine. Why did they do that to me?
I don't know. It's another one of their sly and dark orchestrations. Some vile intrigue. If it is of some comfort, no matter the true story, you will always be my fair cousin. You have always been the only one to care for me. You are my only friend. That's all that matters to me. Keep this discovery between us. No one needs to know. My aunt adopted you after all. Bring in the others. Let us speak of different concerns. That's enough bad news for one day. Kurt, what is...
Dismissed, soldiers! Leave us. We have much to say.
What is going on? I don't appreciate this attitude, Kurt. Must I remind you that these men all answer to me?
Times change, Your Highness. Or rather, they're about to do so.
Is that a threat? What are you hoping to accomplish? Don't tell...
Silence! We have little time, and none to...
Kurt, what are you talking about?
The commander of the Coin Guard is here in New Serene at this very moment. He's preparing a coup d'etat. In the 3 cities of the island, our men are going to eliminate the governors and their entourage.
This is madness. How?
How? You'll go down as easy as plum pie and cherry wine. Standing behind every one of you is one of our men. You have entrusted us with your security. You are completely at our mercy.
Then why did you send your men away? And why are you telling us all of this?
I've known you both for a very long time. Too long. I've come to know you. To respect you. And I've never reneged on a contract. These orders go against all that I am. A cold-hearted mercenary. Definitely. But never a traitor. And so now you are forewarned. You must take action.
Thank you, Kurt. I will not forget this. Constantine, we need to get you to safety as well as your counselors.
But I want to...
What? Take part? You can barely stand up. No, we must take you into the cellar.
If I've completely understood what you've said, Kurt, the governors of our cities are also in danger.
Yes. If you want to keep your allies, Your Highness, you also need to warn them.
Correct. We cannot let them fall into the hands of these traitors.
I will find the means to send them a messenger. Do you know where your conspirators are?
It would seem I should be one of them. They are counting on me to eliminate both of you. The most urgent matter is to get our hands on the commander and his 3 lieutenants. The others are doing nothing but following orders. If we cut off the heads, they will fall into rank.
I always knew you were a good man.
Don't make me change my mind. We'd better be off. Now. We'll certainly have to fight some traitors at Torsten's behest on our way to the cellar. Stay on your guard.
Stay behind us, Constantine. You're in no condition to fight.
We must also think about the advisors, including your professor. And then we have to rescue Lady Mirange.
We must hurry, before the guard can act.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Lord de Cossil... The Coin Guard tried to assassinate my cousin, and is plotting the same actions against the other governors.
So, they have finally done it. Such proximity to power is a terrible temptation. It was only a question of time before they succumbed.
We should have paid more attention to your lessons. We might have been able to avoid all this. Follow me. I'm taking you somewhere safe.
I'm coming.
A bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Let's see if you know how to use your weapon.
To my house! And death to others! A bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! And let's go! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
We've reached the cellar. It looks like a good place to hide. Constantine, promise me that you will stay here until we secure the city.
Do I even have a choice? Here I am, consigned to my quarters like some broken old maid.
Like someone ill, Constantine. Someone who is dear to me. And the city wouldn't survive your loss.
You have such a way with words. Very well. I promise to stay here, obediently awaiting your return.
Let's go then.
And cousin? Watch out for yourself. You were dear to me.
You will be safe here.
Thank you, my friend. I will never forget what you've done.
Lord Minister, the Coin Guard wants to take control of the island by assassinating all its governors.
The Guard is everywhere. They could succeed.
We will do everything in our power to thwart them. Come now. We'll take you somewhere safe.
I'll follow you.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
You are safe here.
You have my eternal gratitude, Excellency. We owe you our lives.
Keep in mind that Lady Morange is also on the list of people who were supposed to be assassinated.
In that case, we should find her at once. Her abode is very close to the palace.
And you will have to find a way to warn the rest of the governors.
We will meet with the messengers at the northern and eastern gate on our way, so that they can depart for Hikmet and San Mateus immediately. Lady Morange, make ready to depart. We cannot remain here.
But what is going on?
The Coin Guard has decided they were set on a... You are in danger.
Don't worry about me. Go.
Poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Make preparations to... You must tell the mother her life and...
Very well, Your Excellency. I'll leave immediately.
Things are about to get dicey.
Now is not the time. Now is not the time. Messenger, be ready to leave. You must warn the... Who said that? The commander's men?
I don't really know, but they were heavily armed and they paved...
It would seem drawing arms is the only way to convince... On guard!
Bit of poison on my blade! Mercy! Mercy! Don't kill me! I shall carry...
That would be in your best interest.
The commander must be in his upstairs quarters preparing the attack. We should try to reach him discreetly.
We could try to go through the tavern's kitchen.
That's one way to do it. Or we could use the scaffolding to access the upper floor directly. But it's visible from the dormitories. And I know that the young recruits were ordered to stay there.
They will not suspect us if we're wearing guard uniform. Do you know where the 3 lieutenants you told us about are located?
Ludger is an instructor. He'll be in the right wing of the barracks. As for the other 2, they'll be at the tavern. Olga and Werner are in charge of the guards' secondary activities in the basement.
I see. Our priority should still be to stop Torsten. We will worry about the others later.
Closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent. Tier Pradi alcohol.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of... Welcome! It's such a... Have you seen anything? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine.
Soldiers!
Captain!
We have a message for the commander. Where is your instructor?
They are both in the officers' hall, Captain. On the other side of the landing, on this floor.
Very well. At ease, soldier.
What are you doing here, recruits? Return to your barracks. You have your orders.
Sorry, Lieutenant, but I'm afraid that we cannot follow those orders. You are under arrest, as well as your commander.
But what is this?
I recognize you. You're the governor's emissary.
And Kurt, you had your orders.
Sorry, but forced to betray someone, I decided it would be the less likable of the...
Traitor. Soldiers, ready weapons.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Let's see if we can ward off this fate.
It's blocked.
Soldiers! Ready weapons! We are under attack!
We have been sent by the Governor, Constantin d'Orsay. Your lieutenant is accused. Are you also ready?
I doubt it. I'm sure they're gonna make...
You give your word that we'll suffer no repercussions if we lay down arms?
You have my word.
Very well. We are dropping our weapons, soldiers. That dog's hide doesn't deserve our sacrifice.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! To my help!
I regret, milady, we are closed this evening.
I'm not here to tempt my luck. Are you in charge?
That's right. What do you want from...
From you? Nothing. We are here to...
Is that right? Now this ought to be good. And for what crime?
You know very well.
Oh, and you think that my men are just gonna let you?
Kurt,
The real question is why would they stand up for an egotistical vermin like yourself, who for his personal advancement would condemn the rest of us to an eternity on this isle? Cut off from the world, without supplies, and surrounded by furious islanders. What a great idea. Come on now, give yourself up, imbecile. Only you and your companions are crazy enough to believe such a plan had legs.
Sorry, Lieutenant, but Kurt is making sense.
There's poison on my blade. Then let's go!
We've arrived too late.
Do you know where Torsten could have gone?
No. But we'll certainly find some information about it in these papers. Torsten suspected that I would denounce him, and he was prepared to leave this place. We must catch up to him. He cannot get away with this.
Let's go.
Torsten is a snake, but he's clever.
It's blocked.
The guard, we're moving out. Break camp. We are no longer welcome here. And so, these snake oil merchants defy us by sending their watchdog. Let's show them what guards are made of! Come here, you pathetic dog!
The game is over for you, Commander.
Do I have the time to return and see those dear to me?
Constantine, how are you feeling?
Death is on my doorstep, and all hope has flown through the window. Come closer. What ill tidings do you bring?
I thought you would like to know that the Coin Guard's attempt to take control of the island has failed.
This is excellent news. The kind I've not had in... Thank you, Kurt. Were it not for your loyalty, we were lost. And as for you, my fair cousin, you know what I owe you. Not only have you looked out for me, like always, but you have protected my advisors.
Yes. And if your highness would permit, I would like to relay our most sincere gratitude from all of Thélème. Thanks to your message, the Mother Cardinal was able to thwart the Commander's plans. By the grace of the Illuminated, the city is saved, and the traitors punished as they should be.
I was told that you were able to catch the Commander and his underlings before they were able to flee.
Barely, but yes. They are going to have to pay for their crimes.
I cannot remember if the traitors are hung before being quartered, or if it is the contrary. Enough talk of ruffians. They failed, and for that, I again thank Kurt.
If your highness is looking for a means to translate his gratitude, gold is a present that is always appreciated.
I imagine that you shall name a new commander.
Yes. I will discuss the matter with loyalist officers, but I think I know who will be elected.
I hope it is someone whom we can trust. We do need soldiers, but loyal soldiers above all.
We are well aware that the Guard's reputation has been tarnished. We will not make the same mistake twice. Sieglinde is solid and loyal. I have fought beside her.
You have my complete trust, Kurt. You have amply earned it. Before you leave, I must ask you something.
All right. I'm listening.
I do suffer, my fair cousin. I suffer so horribly, and alas, we have yet to discover neither cure nor remedy. Don't blame yourself. I know how much you do for me. Yet, I'm afraid that before the sickness claims me, the pain will have driven me mad. If only there was a way to ease my suffering.
I know of a healer, with powers that are legendary amongst the clans. It is rumored he can alleviate even the most terrible pains. His village is west of the city. I could take you there.
One of our holy men lives in San Mateus. His healing powers are supposedly miraculous. Alas, it is a miracle we are in need of, my son.
If I may, Your Highness, we have the best physicians in the world. It shouldn't stop Father Petrus from praying for a miracle. It can't do any harm.
I'm nothing more than a sailor. I don't have much to offer when it comes to healing. As it would seem Thélème are prey for the Malachor, just like the Bridge Alliance. Perhaps it would be best to ask for aid from those not suffering from the plague.
The sailor's right. The holy men and the sages had their chance on the continent, and we all know how that went.
Thank you, as always, for your advice. Cousin, you are the only one I trust, so please, don't let me lose my mind.
I'll follow the leads and find a way. I won't let you down. Hold on. I'll be back as soon as I can.
my blade. Then let's go!
Oi, Renaigse. Have you seen a young man about? Tough looking? He may be wounded?
No, I don't think so.
Quesi! Get out! Who do you think you are to defoil our ritual? One of those moin shakers, no doubt.
Aiden, it is your duty to assure we are not interrupted.
1,000 pardons, Tien. It is indeed one of those moin shakers.
A mind shaker? Look at him more closely, Aiden. He is an Almanawi. Present yourself and tell me why you interrupt our ceremony.
My name is Desarde. I have come looking for you to ask for your help.
Then, how can I help you?
My cousin suffers from a terrible sickness. The Malikor.
I do not know this sickness. But perhaps we call it by a different name.
It turns the blood black and provokes terrible suffering. And alas, it is fatal in all cases.
We've never seen the ailing touched by such a sickness. And I doubt I am able to heal your cousin.
We are looking for a remedy, but urgently need to relieve his pain. Could you slow the progression of the sickness? Keep him from suffering?
In that, I can help you. I know how to make one forget the pain, even the most severely wounded.
But Tiern, with all that is happening now, you cannot leave to visit this ill.
It is true.
What is going on?
Truly?
Do they have a choice, Aiden?
Well then, tell us what we need.
The situation has they wanted
I can Let's go and see this Master Hunter. He should be able to tell us more about these attacks. Good day. The Dene?
It may.
What can you tell me? I must be going. I'm in need.
I hear.
The Dene?
The beasts? It may be.
Were there many?
And now,
Can you...
a young fish.
I will go and see. Isn't it odd that these...
Yes. Yes.
What do you know?
I do not speak the Renai.
I must be going. I'm in need of your wisdom again.
I hear you.
I believe...
You must destroy their nest.
And
you do not...
What do you know about
The Moin Shakers. They're...
Have you
No,
Is there
but
any...
here.
Look,
Oil.
I must be... Katazak advised us to speak with the families of those missing. Perhaps they might know where the Tenlins have built their nests. Here is your weapon. It is just like new.
Thank you. You have given it back its purpose. It belonged to my master before it do.
Why do... You say...
that he was but I.
I must be go... Good day.
Yes.
You're Donega. Can you just... Can you tell... And you can... Did your brother... That...
What?
What? You think...
I don't...
I will... I must believe. It is... Your sushi. How now? Do you know?
Certainly.
Is there anyone...
No,
Why... What
she might...
You think...
I hope they were...
But do you think that they... Tell me about...
But they
do you know...
No,
Well...
it is possible.
Your sister...
Yes. I have told you all...
Very well. I must leave. Given the presence of Tenlins in this clearing, there must be a nest not far from here. Their dominant only went out at dawn. I would be better to come back later.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
It is dawn. The ideal moment. I must kill the dominant before destroying the nest.
Poison on my blade. And let's go!
can't do that. I can't do that. This is one of the 3 nests that I need to destroy.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
The ideal moment. I must kill the dominant before destroying the rest.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Let's see if we can ward off this fate! Armor will no longer protect you! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Bit of poison on my blade.
See if you can ward off this fate!
The hunter told me that I would find a nest in this area. The ideal moment. I must kill the dominant before destroying the nest.
See if you can ward off this fate!
The third nest is destroyed. The Master Hunter will no doubt be relieved to hear it. A basket full of berries and a trap full of fish. All of it scattered and half eaten by beasts. Our two lost souls were here together. They must have been attacked, or they wouldn't have left their takings. Let's search the area. Maybe we can find their trail. that cavern seems to be home to some creatures. Let's be wary. It could very well be the lair of that great tenant the hunter spoke of. Return to the village. Their families need to be informed. I cannot believe that these missionaries used such a ruse to achieve their goal. 2 youths died because of them.
And we wonder why the natives have a bad opinion of them.
Good day. I am the legate of the Congregation of Merchants on this isle. Might I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Our allies from the continent are always welcome.
Could you tell me what...
We must return these lost souls to the land. We have constructed the perfect village, Eden, where they might discover peace. In this protected paradise, they can receive divine teachings and join the illuminated
I fought against a great number of Tenlands. One that was quite spectacular. A great white beast. Its mere presence seemed to aggravate the others, attract them and make them aggressive.
A beast sent by the demons, no doubt.
Stop taking me for a fool. We also found a journal outlining your vicious plan. I have only one piece of advice to give you. Leave, and quickly, or the Mother Cardinal will learn every detail of your manipulations.
We shall be leaving as soon as possible. But let it be known that you are abandoning all of these poor souls to damnation.
Perhaps you should be more concerned about your own soul, sister. People have died by your fault. Good day. Have you heard about the
I didn't. Of course. To chase only a few away would be of no use.
You haven't been victim of these...
On occasion.
Could you tell me...
We are in this protected paradise.
You seem to assert... Whereas these are creatures...
These are familiar. These creatures have been riled, sending them again. There is only one way to truly make these attacks cease, my child. Convert...
The Donegad wishes your departure. You disturb the tranquility of their village.
And you expect us to obey him? Haven't you understood that he is a servant of the island's demons? To leave would be to abandon the simplistic souls of all those that follow him, ceding victory to the demons. No, my child. We will not leave this place until the light shines over every dwelling.
I fought against a great number of Tenlands. One that was quite spectacular. A great white beast. Its mere presence seemed to aggravate the others.
A beast sent...
Stop taking... I have only... Perhaps you should...
Do you have any...
Yes.
Oh no.
I found her,
But how could...
She went out to meet the young fisherman. The time must have flown by. I am so sorry.
I must bring her body back.
You should not go alone. I killed as many as I could, but it would be better to be prudent.
I shall follow your counsel on Olmenawi. 2 deaths are enough. Thank you.
I must leave now.
Well, or not.
I
must recover.
With the body. But
I have it.
I must be leaving. The nests are destroyed. And with the death of the White Tenlin, the attacks should cease. We were even able to convince the missionaries to leave. Katasak should be willing to follow us now. Let us go and find him.
I can...
In the attack, but they
this...
In the will you...
This pain, it'll be the death of me. I can't control my body. It's like being a stranger in a marionette set ablaze, consumed by a smouldering fire. The moment's growing near, isn't it? Am I about to surrender my ghost to the Reaper of Souls? You flutter in just when you're needed, cousin. As always. Who are you? Your hand is cold as ice.
Your cousin is burning.
That is such a relief.
Let me present Katasak, Constantin. He is the greatest healer on the island. He will help you.
Please, stay.
I am here for you, Rnaikse, and I will not leave until I found a way to ease your pain and suffering. Fill your mind with the patience of the ocean. I know not how much time I will need. I've never seen such a sickness. The spirits of your lands must be quite horrendous to cast down such evils upon the peoples that live there.
Thank you. Thank you, cousin. I don't want to imagine my plight without your intervention.